So, how do you invoke sacred creative space? Well, the first step is to create the space. So, again, get rid of distractions. If that means you need to go and close a door behind you, go do that. If it means you need to, maybe do some stretches beforehand, you can do that. If you need to light a candle, if you want to burn some sage, if whatever it takes for you to feel like this space is safe for me to express myself in. If once you secure that feeling of safety, then you've done step one. Okay, so you create the space. The second step is to center yourself. So this could be through a brief practice of just taking a few deep breaths. Again, maybe you want to burn some sage. Maybe you want to, touch a crystal, whatever you do to center yourself. Maybe you read a quote from one of your favorite creators. Whatever your ritual is to kind of center yourself and just feel just ready, go ahead and do that. And after you've done that, you have completed step two. The third step is to read the invocation as sincerely as possible. So this is where you will actually read the Awakened Creators Invocation and you will speak with sincerity. So that sincerity is really important. If you pull up the invocation and you just try to read through it as fast as you can and you're not really trying to feel it or anything like that, it's probably not going to help you very much. This is about shifting your mindset. So give yourself a little compassion. It's probably going to feel kind of awkward at first, and that's fine. But after you start realizing how much this is helping your sessions go more smoothly and produce better, you won't feel weird about this at all. So go ahead and read the invocation and speak with as much sincerity as you can. So you'll notice when you open the PDF that this invocation does start by calling upon the name of your personal concept of God. So there is no specific entity that you need to invoke. You can say whatever you feel most comfortable with. You could say universe, you could say higher self, you could say mysterious force, you could say Yoda, whatever your personal concept of God is, or a power, that is bigger than yourself, you would invoke that to begin this experience. After you have completed the invocation, you've finished reading it out loud. If I didn't mention that, you definitely want to read this out loud. You do not want to read this in your head. Actually speaking the words out into the air is going to really extend that vibration quite literally outside of yourself. So you definitely need to speak sincerely out loud. The next step after actually reading the invocation out loud is to remain open. So this is kind of a mysterious step, right? Like, how do I remain open? Well, it's really just about that release of expectations and that allowing yourself to trust that whatever happens during this session is intended to happen. You remain curious, and you can really do this simply by exhaling. So after you've read the invocation and it ends with, I love you, and so it is, just let everything go. Just let it all go. Close your eyes, take a big exhale, and release all your expectations. And after you've done that, the next step is really just get started. Start creating, start working on your project. See how long you feel inspired to work on it. As compared to maybe times where you don't read the invocation. Like if you want to use this as an experiment in your practice, you certainly could do that. I think that, if you follow these steps with as much sincerity as possible, you definitely will feel and see that this practice of invoking sacred creative space really does enhance your creative output. So with that, get started creating. Go ahead and choose from either the light or dark invocation, whatever fits your aesthetic, and enjoy. Let me know how it goes. I'm over on Instagram at Awakened Creators, and I'd love to hear from you. Take care.